Hello, guys. Welcome to our Borderlands movie review, where it is. Do I have to say it? Basically, everyone loves it. Everyone praises it. Everyone says it's the more accurate of the video games, best adaptation ever. And obviously, I love the guns. They're unique. I love their superpowers. Oh no, I think I'm just imagining things because I think I played the second one and I thought it was the movie, but it's not. This is actually pretty bad. So let's cut right to the chase. We do not like this movie. I think this is the worst movie of the year.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it is. It is. It is. Because
sorry.
hear us out, because there is nothing here besides from like the characters' names, which is only the resemblance of Borderlands. That's it.
And
the similar, and
some
that's
of the
it.
designs, probably that's it too.
Maybe I could give you the dogs. Not even the psychos are even that good. Because I guess we'll explain more.
They should have used the psychos probably more.
Yeah, they did, but not as good.
Thing of the film, but continue.
Yeah, but basically this is really bad. It is not very good. I suggest to not even go out and see this at all. Everybody is telling the truth. Don't go see this film. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of life. It really is.
Yeah, waste of time for sure.
Waste of time. The characters do not match like the video games adaptation. It is really bad. And obviously, I wish I didn't have to go see this, but we have to for your amusement. We got to tell you how it is. Don't go see this film, even if it comes out to the streaming service. I even suggest if you don't even want to play the games, just watch cutscenes on YouTube. You'll have more value there instead of just trying to go out and see this when it does come out to the streaming service. So, but besides that, I definitely hate it. I'll give it to the mic to the boy and see if he actually enjoys it or not. Go ahead, boy.
I think this is gonna have to be up there with Argyle. It was pretty boring, really boring.
This is worse. Go ahead.
If anything, the jokes were not funny at all. If anything, maybe it just got a smile, but not a chuckle. All the characters sucked ass, I thought. All the actors.
Jokes? I don't remember any jokes.
They were all jokes. They were literally all jokes. All the characters were butchered. Terrible characters. The actors that they were selected for were just to draw people in. That's what it was. They overspent on this movie for sure. And they had this terrible ass script. None of the characters are pretty much... They might have kind of looked like some of them in some shape or form.
None of them actually resembles just like the character.
No,
like
but
some of them are older.
I meant like costume design wise. But I mean, even then, it's just like the wigs, the fucking up to the makeup, the background, the CGI is really bad. This was a disaster.
It's a disaster film, right?
Yeah.
So, do you recommend seeing it in other
No,
streaming service?
not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Good.
Absolutely not. No,
Yeah.
I do not recommend it. Borderlands seems like a pretty easy movie. It could have been made. That's probably what they fucking thought. But no. I mean, they have a whole world and a whole sandbox that they could work with. And they just fucking generic characters, stories, and everything there. Even though, like, Borderlands have probably one of the most interesting, funny dialogues and stuff in all video games. Like, we just did that Tiny Tina mission the other day, and it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Versus whatever the fuck this little girl was.
It wasn't funny, but she's a character that's like, I don't really like her dialogue, but I don't know, she's fun to watch anyway, but I'm like, you're so weird. I don't know, she's weird, and I don't really like her, but like, she's memorable, and I still like her anyway, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. But,
yeah, I agree with her, especially because Tina is such a beloved character in the franchise that people actually love. But if you come to see like anything that resemble these characters into the video game, none of them will play just like that. Like, we're talking about these characters, we're talking about Claptrap is played by Black Jack. Where he was terrible in it. I never thought I'll actually say that.
He was pretty good.
Not even close. I rather if they get the actual voice actor.
See,
and have
I'm
him
not
here.
one that's like, oh, it's not just like the game, so I hate it. I thought it was pretty enjoyable, but the dialogue was really bad. The script was bad. The plot was generic. The actors were wrong. I hate Jamie Lee Curtis. I hate Kevin Hart. But regardless of that, I thought Jack Black was good, and like Tiny Tina had her like little moments, but then she turned into a completely different person. And like, but overall, I still kind of liked it. I don't know.
No, I can't agree with that. Especially when seeing the actual claptraps in the video games. Well, like, it's portrayed better. But I agree.
Yeah, it's a movie. They're not gonna have.
It doesn't matter. It's portrayed.
Out of all the characters, he was better, but just only slightly. I do want to say that his probably CGI design was probably the only good CGI in the movie.
They probably concentrate where it actually did matter.
Yeah, I also don't care about CGI really if it looks bad. So.
Everything was bad.
Yeah,
but if I'm trying to, pick at this movie, so that's why I'm talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about like basically what is good about this film.
I like the world and the character ideas, which are obviously from the game, but like how they use them isn't the best, but I feel like it could have been worse.
The Marcus guy was fine. The bus driver?
The bus driver? Yeah, well, yeah, he's like the only thing that actually resembles the game. Yeah. I was hoping, what was his name? Catch a Ride, or what was his name? Like from the...
You'll never take me alive, you robotic son bitch!
Yeah, but of course he's not in it. It was just what they could afford. And Nux is just another character that they kind of butchered here. If you don't remember that character. Who? Nux?
It was Nux.
It's just a character from Borderlands that they tried betraying with Roland, like, into a relationship. But the funny thing is, the character for the relationship that actually did matter was Roland and Lilith. But I guess they just kind of retconned that and just said, yep, they're not together.
Well, they just met. It could be later that they.
You think there's just gonna be a second film for this
film? I'm saying in the canon, in the Borderlands game, maybe they have known each other a while, but in this movie, it's like when they just met.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, it's terrible. But what do you think, Ocean? What do you think of this film?
I thought it was okay.
Damn.
It wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't good. There was a lot wrong with it, but I guess I was expecting worse, and I thought it was okay.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked. I don't know.
You liked, then again.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not picky about comparing it to the source material like everyone else is. So.
But even by itself.
But it is garbage. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to point that out. It's like it's filthy trash, and you came up and pick it up and say, "This is mine."
It's like
everyone's like, "All right, it's trash."
It's like a fun B movie that is bad, but it's like still kind of cool because it's Borderlands.
But just because it has the name on it doesn't make it good.
It's not just the name; it's the world.
But look at it this way: the jokes didn't hit. The action
really
didn't hit. It was awkward.
It was all jokes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the action was awkward. If you remember, like Tiny Tina climbed on some guy's back.
The action was better than Argyle.
Oh no, I'd rather see Argyle.
No, Argyle was shit.
No. Did you saw Tiny Tina climb on that guy's back, and then she did something with the face, like making it seem like she cracked his neck, but it really didn't.
No, I didn't.
It was that bad, and I was just like, what? And then.
I didn't mind the underground tunnel scene. That was probably the only scene.
Well, because all they're doing is shooting.
That's it. Well, I hated.
And do you notice when they started
Kevin Hart scenes because it looked like he was just, and the sound, at least for his weapon for some reason, sounded like it was like a little Nerf gun that makes it.
See, that's another thing too. Is like some of the guns that you're supposed to use from Borderlands. It felt like they didn't absolutely use none of that. It's like, how can you betray like a video game if you're not going to get at least some of the guns? The only gun that I seen was the one that when she actually got out of the like her first vehicle, I guess, her first battle, and it was a gun that basically spins. Like the double barrel, like shooting.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only unique time that I actually saw a gun. That was it. No running guns or anything like that. That resembles Borderlands. If I'm coming to see a video game adaptation, I want to see something similar. That's why there's other better genres out there that I could tell you that work better. And obviously it did work better, and not like right here in Borderlands, they kind of fucked up pretty badly. Like, they're not going to get a sequel. I don't know where the money went. I'm pretty sure everybody knows in their pockets, but I wish it could have been used somewhere else. Maybe more in the CGI department. Maybe more in, like, let's just say their powers. Like Roland didn't even use a turret or anything, or the berserker guy basically didn't even go berserk. His power.
As you saw, they were just discovering their powers.
And Tiny Tina, the jokes didn't hit well. It was really bad.
They don't in the game either, but it was just not delivered as well. Like, you can really notice how good the voice acting is from the game when you compare Tiny Tina in the movie versus the game. But yeah, I don't think Tiny Tina's ever been funny, but that's just me. That's why.
Because she just talks a lot. She's obnoxious.
It's just annoying.
That's I mean, but in a way, I feel like we got that off Claptrap. Yeah. He just kept on talking, which I guess fits.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, either way, let's at least talk about what really was the negatives of this movie. Like the villain. He's Atlas? Really? He's the one that end all be all? It looks like they even felt like this was going to be the last movie they're going to do because it's how bad it was. Like they knew, like their acting, like Tiny Tina, how she was supposed to cry. It kind of went off screen a little bit because she looks like she couldn't cry at all. Do you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah. And it was that bad. It was just like, are you serious?
So how many rewrites was this? Because I heard it was rewritten like 4 times.
Well, who knows? They're probably originally going to use Handsome Jack, probably. Everyone, at least more of the people in the Borderlands liked him because he was an interesting villain.
Yeah.
But
they probably saw the writing and they're like, we can't give this to Handsome Jack.
Or like you said, they probably knew it was just going to be a one-off thing, so they're like, well, it's going to be a big baddie.
Like, we're not going to make a second movie after this.
Well, yeah.
Like, all the characters were kind of bland. I was like, oh, it's horrible. I wish Kevin Hart would at least do a little bit better jokes, but they didn't really do
He didn't do any jokes, really, which it's okay, because that's all he fucking does for a living anyways.
Oh.
Jamie Lee Curtis was the worst, though.
She was annoying.
She was the worst one. I really don't like her as an actor.
I
don't like her in Everything Everywhere, Halloween, Freaky Friday. I don't like her. I don't know what it is.
I was about to say, oh yeah, that's right. She wasn't Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Well, I guess people loved her.
Something is with their acting.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it was.
Especially with this
good.
movie.
I'm thinking about when she
screams. Like she
screams.
even lives there.
Yeah.
Because the way she walks, she's scared to get dirty. I feel like the way she like walks and talks, like I feel like she doesn't even live there on Pandora. Like she doesn't even belong there.
Wasn't born there like the rest of.
All right, let's talk about the plot. What was the plot, boy? It was terrible.
Pandora.
Just freaking spoil it because I want people to not see this. They just spoiled the hell out of this. It was bad.
Well, apparently Tina's the fucking key. That's what.
Well, that's what they're going with. Like she is.
They were looking for 2 keys. Yeah. You're special that type, not that type of way, bullshit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Turns out to be fucking Lilith, which, surprise, surprise, fucking.
She's like what? The eagle, a siren. Yeah. Like, oh man, it was bad. But it was kind of weird how they were betraying them. Like they were the special ones and Roland and everybody else is just like behind the scenes, really. And I'm like, fine, I guess. And what do you thought about the vault? Do you guys enjoyed the vault? I think that was like at least the more accurate kind of.
Yeah, with everything floating, cool.
Yeah, that was like the only good scene that I saw, like with the CGI. That was really good. But apparently there's no monster that came out. That they always should be a monster coming out to defend the vault.
No monster came out.
Barely, like 5 seconds. That's all you guys are gonna get.
That's all right.
Just to wipe
they
them.
Said we gotta wrap it up. We gotta save time for them have their little dialogue.
Oh, that's another one. The pacing was off. Do you felt like it was going really quickly?
Yeah, at some points. That's just how movies are these days. Like they're just like obnoxiously fast.
People
can't
wait.
focus.
But I felt it this one, like how bad it was.
Well, yeah.
Like worse. Like there are some scenes that you could tell that it gets pretty slow and slow burn.
Yeah.
And this one, it was like they tried to get to point A to point B really fast. Like they just immediately did it.
They gotta get their audience hooked.
Like nobody's
Marvel
hooked
movies,
on this.
Action movies. They're like, all right, gotta next. Come on, they're starting to yawn. It's that type of shit. It's the thing with movies, like she pointed out these days.
Yeah.
No one wants to stick around, especially if it's, poor writing too, just like this movie.
I felt even the actors felt it that this is not going to be a good film. Like 100%. They kind of just like, whatever. It looks like they're not even having fun. I feel like they just want to get paid and go home.
Yeah, because that's what some actors like, especially after they've been doing it for a long time. They pick and choose their movies, probably most of them. At least these A-lister actors, correct? Yeah. I think we could all at least agree to that. They know what's an easy paycheck versus a hard one. They know what's a good script versus what isn't a good script. They know that they're getting paid set amount. They'll take it, do their little part, wrap up in 2 months.
We're probably reshooting, so this is probably like their third time
just
shooting.
Like Madam Web.
Madam Web.
Yeah.
Well, she had no idea.
Because there was scenes where, like, they're, like, into it, and then there's scenes where they're, like, especially at the ending, they're, like, fucking done.
Do I dare say it? Do I rather see Madam Web than this? At least Madam Web had at least a little bit more better action scenes than this.
What do you mean? There was no action.
Exactly. In this one, there's basically...
But was Madam Web this year?
Yeah, it was this year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I really hated Argyle.
Either way, yeah, this is not a good film. I think it is the most terrible adaptation ever. It kind of slaps the whole, reviving of video gamings, like that's trying to become a movie.
Mean the trend that was happening?
Yeah, that basically it's being revived again. But listen, this one just shuts it down.
It's always been a thing ever since video games were like made. They've always been making movies. It's not a trend.
What do you mean?
He meant good
movies.
Like he's thinking about shows. That's what you should have said.
Shows and movies.
What movies?
Like let's talk about Sonic, Mario.
Oh, I forgot about Sonic.
It says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kid,
and of course, The Last of Us, and
dude, I did not like The Last of Us,
but people loved it. So when you revisit it, it's not good. I kind of wanna it's
not good. Anyways, we should probably just stick to this game. Or movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the movies are pretty good thus far until this one showed up, and it feels like we're going back again. Like we're backpedaling. Like from the olden times, that how basically movies of video games were really bad.
I mean, there's been bad stuff. There's been Twisted Metal, Halo.
The show. Yeah. No, I thought people said Twisted Metal.
Yeah, people like Twisted Metal.
They do. Well, then I want to watch it.
I wanted to watch it.
I didn't watch it either. So that's how I didn't mention Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
There's still been some misses.
Wait, yeah, what was a miss?
There was Halo for one.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. But I didn't see it though, so I can't really.
There was that one with Tom Spider-Man. Tom Holland, the Spider-Man. He was playing Nathan. What
Uncharted.
game was that? Uncharted.
Which, if you saw, the producers who made Uncharted the movie and Venom produces movie.
Oh, I didn't
know
that.
So that's already a sign it's a bad movie.
But I thought Uncharted did okay.
No, people don't like that movie.
No. Probably, yeah, you're probably
Who
right.
knows?
Yeah, who knows? Well, I know that it was basically a big trend for video games, and now it's falling back.
You literally have Mark Wahlberg as fucking Sully. Mark Wahlberg is terrible. He's not good. He's okay. If for whatever role, like the typecasting type shit, but like it's Mark Wahlberg.
So Kevin Hart is probably where it's at. Huh?
It's like saying Kevin Hart's fucking Kevin Hart.
Do you think Kevin Hart plays a good role in?
No, just stick to what the hell you stick to best. Like, just do his comedy shit.
Comedy. I think this is a way for him to explore, or at least stretch his legs to see if he could actually hit one of those, serious roles, but it didn't land perfectly. And whoever played Lilith, basically, what was her name?
Cate Blanchett. She played Hela, and I was thinking. She did Hela? So good playing Hela. And this was like not.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The third one, that was the main villain.
Yeah, I don't think she did very well here either. Well, here.
So, I thought she was fine. I think she was fine.
She's just kind of
Kevin Hart, Tiny Tina, terrible.
She's a kid though, but you could find good kid actors.
Yeah, fucking the little girl from Abigail was way better.
Yeah, she was good.
That's who they should have cast.
She can get like crazy too. I bet she would get into it.
Cause like I saw some behind the stuff shit. She like some of that shit she did was like improv.
Yeah.
Which you didn't watch that movie, which I wanted you to watch.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But but some of this thing is just not good. I don't think nobody should go out see this or support this. I just hate everything about this. People who probably like this, who never even played the video games from start to finish, maybe would enjoy this.
Like I said, I agree. The world's cool. Like
to some extent.
Well, it's just how they did it.
Yeah, but just because it's like the color blue, it doesn't mean everything else is going to be all art.
Twilight?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
Twilight's actually fucking funny.
I heard it was terrible.
No, that's why it's actually
it's good but bad.
No, because she showed me it.
Or was it? It was so bad that it was good.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's memeable.
Yeah,
it's actually awesome. I think.
Yeah,
but that deserves to be like back in the theaters again.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to final verdicts, boy. Go ahead, take up your
for
verdict.
sure. I give it a D, man.
A D. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it was the worst movie of the year. After all, we had Madam Web and Night Swim. It's in the barrel. Like think of a trash can, but like it's on top.
Yeah.
Right now. I wouldn't watch it again. I'll forget the movie for sure. I didn't leave angry. I knew
you were expecting. You knew
exactly.
What you were
I saw the trailer. It looked dog shit already. Didn't look funny, which that was all the trailers. Some of the action, like I said, was surprisingly okay.
I felt
obviously the ending was just let's wrap it up, folks.
Yeah,
that was pretty much it.
So a D.
Fine. Yeah, and I think it was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour.
Something like that. If it was any longer than that, fucking kill me. But that shit was fine.
Yeah,
give it a D.
All right, D. All right, Ocean. What do you think? Final verdict.
It was a C. Yeah, background movie. If you're playing Borderlands, put it on your second screen.
Damn.
Compare the characters.
Yeah. You want to go a little bit more in depth? Like, you thought the actors were good. CGI was pretty par. Villain was great. You loved it how he was controlling that robot and blasting her.
he was going like,
he was controlling.
He was doing this shit.
Yeah, I know.
He was doing the Roman Reigns.
I don't know.
Can you imagine if he punched the ground and it shoots? I'd be like, all right, at least you're putting effort into this.
They should have just made the movie ridiculous.
They should have, but yeah, I guess they know.
Like,
they didn't know.
Yeah, they should have made it ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, but yeah,
that probably would have been.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. The story was generic. I didn't like the acting, like the script and how they acted, and I don't know. I liked the world though, so that brought it up a little. I liked just seeing a Borderlands movie was cool. I don't know what I like. I just thought it was okay. I saw like the negatives, but I was like, it's not terrible. It's not like the worst thing ever.
It's just a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. So it's a C. All
yeah.
right, perfect. All right, final verdict for me. I definitely did not like this. I came out here. I knew what I was expecting coming into this film. I saw hoping it would be a little bit better. I did not like Claptrap, or I didn't like none of the characters. Their jokes missed completely. I was silent. Maybe I heard a couple of chuckles in the back.
Really? I didn't hear shit.
Probably one or two, but those are people in the back. They're probably talking amongst themselves, probably telling jokes. CGI is bad. The villain didn't do much, except that he is Atlas, which is basically a big role character, a final character that for some reason they had to use instead of Handsome Jack. And obviously these characters were portrayed poorly. I don't think it's the actor's fault, but I think it's the writing. I'm pretty sure they didn't bother even asking Borderland writers like how they could portray the characters better. I felt like they just grabbed their name, title of the video game, came here and just used whatever they actually liked. And I do think you should not see this film whatsoever. It's a waste of time. Just play the game. If not, play Telltale's games of Borderlands. You'll have better value there, and you'll actually enjoy at least some of the guns that they failed to show. And you'll have powers there as well.
I was going to say, I wonder why Eli Roth did this movie. He's a horror director, and not a very good one, but he's made some movies like Hostel, Green Inferno, Cabin Fever remake. I don't know why he made this movie.
Yeah.
He was stretching his legs. He's like, you know what? I could do action movies.
Yeah.
He saw, so like they probably posted it on somewhere. They're like, we're looking for a director.
He's
Borderlands.
He's not very creative. He does a lot of like reimagining, remake. Like Green Inferno is basically Cannibal Holocaust, and Cabin Fever is a remake, and these are like his earlier movies. I kind of stopped watching.
No vision, basically.
Yeah, but I'm just sad that they didn't got the Borderlands that we all could have deserved. And maybe it could have gone, you know, a different. Maybe if it was a different,
well,
I wish it was a different act. Well, what am I saying? Cast. Maybe.
Well, I think it was everything.
Yeah.
It could have been even to the guys upstairs, the CEOs and stuff. They're like, maybe they're like, this isn't what they're gonna like or something. Because if there was a bunch of rewrites, again, that could not be completely his fault, like the guy who did Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Remember that guy fucking had a whole vision for Fantastic Four?
Yeah, but...
And then the guys...
Yeah, and I understand, but the bottom line is it's probably the actors, writers, all of them, I'm pretty sure they're all fault to most degree. And basically, they kind of ruined major characters. I just wish they could have just got somebody who knew about the Borderland, you know, world a lot better with their actors, writers, but it didn't happen. So instead of being like Sonic, you know how they learned their mistake of having a monster CGI, they actually took feedback from fans and actually made it better, and that's how we got 3 films from that. But I'm guessing here in Borderlands, they did not learn. They did not care about the world or the characters or anything to do with Borderlands. And they just moved on and just say, we're going to make an easy buck. So I suggest do not watch this because I will give this an F. I hate this. I wish I didn't have to see this.
Not too late to see Cuckoo.
It just shows that they like really didn't believe in the brand because they had to pay for
high-end actors.
Yeah.
Like if they actually had faith in making good like Borderlands movie, they could have got cheaper actors and put more effort into it.
It even says award-winning game when you look at the title of whatever the Borderlands movie.
Didn't only Borderlands 3 get an award?
No, I think the first one did.
Really? Okay.
Because Borderlands 1 was actually a renowned game around the whole video game industry when it first came out. There's 3 games for a reason. It's like they're saying there's fucking 5 God of Wars for a reason. Yeah. There's a second Last of Us for a reason. Video game fans will go support the product if they're fans of it. The thing is, when they threw in these cast characters, they were thinking it from like a movie perspective. They're like, people love fucking Kevin Hart. People love Kate, fucking Jamie Lee Curtis. That's why they pulled these people in, because they were looking at it from a movie audience perspective and stuff like that.
True. Actors are not.
And the problem is there are like no good new really actors. Pretty much. Look at this cast. Like they've been around for fucking 30 years.
Yeah.
So they're, instead of trying to make new actors and stuff like that,
or they could have just not used these. You know, like the same characters as Borderlands have their own characters, and maybe true. They could have done it better. But they didn't. They choose, you know, what Borderland fans wanted, and they use that as a trap for them. Yeah. So that's why I give them
Claptrap.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't Claptrap. It was an imposter. What was the other one? I know they had a different droid after when they fired the other guy.
Oh, I don't know.
Like it was like his brother or something, and the people were like upset. They're like, "That's not Claptrap."
I don't remember.
Yeah. But either way, yeah, it's not good. So yeah, definitely F for me, boy.
I give it a D.
And Ocean, C? Okay, good. I watched anything else but this. All right, then. Well, thank you guys, and we will see you on the next movie review. All right, later, guys.
Later.